Member for Calgary-Bouquet.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. This government wants to raise taxes. Yesterday, the finance minister made it perfectly clear that Albertans do not need to know what taxes they will be paying until after the next election. With record revenues nearing $40 billion and yet another year of billion-dollar deficits is expected to be announced later today, it's clear that the political zombie of Don Getty's deficit spending is back in the Premier's office. To the Finance Minister, does he seriously intend to pass this budget and not tell Albertans who is going to pay for all the wasteful spending until after the next election?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, we definitely intend to pass the budget. That's about all I agree with in that particular question, Mr. Speaker. We did consult with Albertans extensively, and it was Albertans who had tremendous input into crafting this budget. And I just asked the member to be just a little more patient. About another hour, he'll find out whether or not his boogeyman theory of tax increases is coming to fruition.
The Honourable Member.
This is deja vu of the Super Board, not knowing the changes that are coming that are foundational. But given that much of the free world, in this government's own words, is going through trying times because of a legacy of borrowing and deficit spending, can the Finance Minister please explain to Albertans how billion-dollar deficits during record revenues is smart spending?
The Honourable
Mr. Speaker, I'm going to address the first part of the question, which was around the Alberta Health Services Board. I was doing a little Googling yesterday, and I was on the website of the Airdrie Echo, and hopefully I get a chance to print off the article, and I'll table it in the House, Mr. Speaker. And it was an article from the member of the legislature for Airdrie, Chestermere, who was glowingly talking about what a good decision that was. So maybe he might want to have a chat with his partner over there.
Honourable Member.
There's many members that their eyes are being opened and they're shifting, and there'll be more that Albertans will be shifting in the next election. But to the Finance Minister, seems how you don't know what smart spending is. But given that your current result-based budgeting is clearly not sustainable and jeopardizes the future prosperity of our province, does the Premier truly expect Albertans to trust her and her government with the strategy of spend now and guess who's paying later?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I think I heard the member refer to shifty, and if that's what he was referring to, then I think that we know who's shifty in this particular assembly, Mr. Speaker.